Hello, I'm Wanderer001, and this is my one-year follow-up review of the Eufy Smart Box. That's right, I did a full review of this already over there in the corner, but I only had it for a few months. Now I have been utilizing this SmartDrop box for well over a year. You're here to find out, well, after a full year, how has it held up? What are the things that I like? What are the things that I dislike? So let's get that started. After a full year of actual use, for me, I live in the Northeast, so this has experienced a full season of snow. This has experienced a full summer season, so it's been rained on, it's been snowed on, and I will say, the actual construction of this, the material, has withstood all the elements. The only thing that I had found was on top, the sticker that was there. Because I probably adhered it during the colder season, ice water got under there, the sticker came off. So I do kind of wish that they had that painted on the top, kind of like they have delivery painted on the front here, but that is a small gripe because you could always spray paint something on there for yourself if you wanted. Coming to our smart features of the smart box here. Camera, I still stand behind. I'm not 100% on the angle. It does allow you to see the face more clearly if people are putting things in the box because it's angled up. But if you're like me and you're in an area that has snow, snow can accumulate on the camera lens. So do not get this as your primary means of keeping track of people at your front door. Ideally, you can get a camera, which Eufy also sells, review over there in the corner for the one that I recommend, and that'll do you better than relying solely on this as a means of surveilling your home. It is a nice add-on for the smart box, but would not rely on this solely. Our number pad over here works great. Love the fact that they light up. Can't really see it right here, but at night you can see it if you tap on it. There are several different modes of operation, as I talked about in the full review, allowing you to either have easy mode, just push the button, lid will open, anybody can get in and out. Switch mode, only one person can open it, put something in, then it will require the master pin to get in, or having a pin code for every delivery type that you can think of, even for your neighbors. I have found for my personal use, based on where I am and the abilities of my mail carriers, I do the switch mode. They have the ability to open it up and I can come in afterwards and put the pin in. That's the one that's worked out best for me, and that's gonna depend on your particular mail carriers. What I have found actually is there are specific companies that will use the box over others. So let me give you a quick montage of my experiences with this over the past year.
Press open button to make the delivery.
Oh,
Enter the PIN code on the address label and press open.
3-4.
Enter the PIN code on the address label and press open.
Bro, somebody on hands like that is gonna get this. The fuck?
Press open button to make the delivery.
So as you can see, there's two companies that really don't utilizing the smart box. The other ones will give it a shot, and the one company, depending on who it is, will attempt to utilize the box. My normal mail carrier has gotten really used to using the smart box, so if anything is a large package, they will put that in here. I have turned off the motion sense, which is the, hey, please put a package into the delivery box, only because my neighbors had asked me to stop because it was still picking them up, and my mail carrier actually asked me what happened to the box if it wasn't working because it stopped doing that, and I just let him know, no, I turned that particular feature off. Now, speaking of my normal mail carrier, I did find one small gripe with this, and that is if you're not running this off of power and you are using the internal battery. When you first get a warning saying that the battery needs to be charged, charge the battery. Because, again, especially in colder weather, your window to actually get the battery out of here using the PIN code and not having to rely on the key is small. And that charging of the battery is going to take you 4 hours, roughly. You have to plan when you're going to take the battery out of this, because if you're charging the battery in the middle of the day and your mail carrier comes and tries to put a package in your box here and there's no power to it, they're not getting in here. That is the beauty of having a smart device, in that you can remotely open this and talk to the mail carrier if they don't know how to work it. But if there's no battery in it, this is just an empty box that nobody can get into except for you without the key. So you're gonna have to plan around when you're charging this if you're gonna utilize it with the battery. Generally what I'll do is my mail carrier, I won't get anything after 8 o'clock. I'll pull the battery in, charge it while I'm not expecting anything, and then right before going to bed, stick the battery back out in the box, and then I'll be good for the next day. One last thing that I think the Eufy box could do a little better, and that is when the box is actually open. Because the lid is not automated to close, it just will pop open. I stand behind Eufy, putting something on the lid itself saying, hey, please close the box when done. Or if you have the prompts set up with the box saying, hey, please close the lid, I wish that would happen a little quicker. By the time the person drops it, takes the picture that they delivered it, and runs away, the lid might still be open. And then it will say, please close the box. Either put something on the lid yourself, or Eufy, in a software update, please make it so that this can say it a little quicker. Now, while I did say I would not rely on this for my home surveillance needs, you do have the ability to have both cloud or local storage. Now, the local storage is going to utilize Eufy's home base system. The box itself does not come with one, and I'm not saying that it's an oversight, because you are getting this primarily to be a smart box. But if you want to have those camera feeds and not have to pay a subscription for cloud service, having a bundle that has the home base would be a nice option. But if you've already bought into the Eufy ecosystem and have several options like I do, playlist over there in the corner, you probably have a home base already that you can connect this to, which in that case is not terrible. It's a nice add-on. But just know, if you don't have a home base, you're going to be relying on cloud storage or live feed only. And that's just a small thought process with this. Overall, as I was mentioning, construction of this has held up to the elements very well. There's a little weathering here and there in color and dripping, but the inside, even the inside, which has water get into it because, again, the lip around the front here, it's gonna get water in it and it's gonna drip in. There's those holes at the bottom, help keep it from freezing or collecting water, which is really great. But all areas of this have held up wonderfully over the course of a year. So, your question, is it still worth getting? I am very happy that I have this smart delivery box. Even with the mixed use from my mail carriers, it gives me peace of mind knowing that if I have a high value item, I got a 95% chance in my local area that it'll make it into the box and I don't have to worry about it. So for me, I'm very happy that I have this. If I was to do it again, I definitely would pick one up for myself. So hopefully this year look back at the Eufy Smart Delivery Box has helped confirm to you, not only will it hold up over time, but you're gonna check out the full review I did of this over in the corner to make sure you know all the features if this is the first video that you happen to be seeing. With that being said, I have been Wanderer001. If you have any questions or comments, please feel free to leave them in the area below. And as always, thanks for watching.
If you found this video helpful, consider giving it a like, as that will help other people find the video as well. If you like what I'm doing here, you can always help fuel the next review by buying me a coffee, link in the description below. Last but not least, if you want to be notified when I upload a new video, you know what to do.